Today we have a 1962 Aston Martin DB4 Series 4 convertible. It is in deep carriage green, an older restoration, one of 70 ever manufactured, and one of 11 Series 4 convertibles. And it also has a Special Series Vantage engine. They call them Special Series engines, but 3 carbs were Vantage. So as I've said, it is quite rare. Let's take it for a ride. Some wind in the hair. Aston touring at its finest. So we've just fired it up and have removed it from the annex showroom. So as you can see from the temps, the water is just coming up, the oil is coming up. We're going to put the choke in. We're going to get on the road. So an Aston Martin convertible, or a later Aston Martin DB Volante, or DB5 convertible, DB6 Volante, short chassis Volante, DB4 convertible, they're all quite rare. The DB4s have always been one of my favorites. I prefer the 4-speed box for countryside touring. Maybe not as good for cross-continental touring with a 5-speed, but around town I prefer it. Especially since you're not going to set any land speed records. The DB4s had 2 intermediate mufflers that are not missing. They were never delivered with 4 mufflers as on DB5s and DB6s. This is DB4 English Passion countryside with a little bit of awesome sound. As we said, it's a Special Series engine, which 3 carburetors were Special Series in the DB4s and became standard on a DB5 as a triple carb setup, at which point the Vantages at that point in time would have had a different intake cam and Weber carburation. So we're going to just stick to the rare DB4 that we have at the moment and enjoy it on this glorious day. We will come back to you shortly when she's really warmed up and ready to go. Everything is superb on this car. It's been well known in the Aston Martin Owners Club world for many, many years. It's been well kept and prepared and shown at various club meets for years. And of course, extremely special, as we've stated several times already. You know, an Aston DB4, 5 or 6 short chassis, it's that much more special in a convertible in my mind. Of course, they do look exceptional in coupe form, but there's something about being able to cruise in open air and still have the joy of an Aston and the sound that it gives you, and of course, the performance. We're going to turn in here, let Jason out, and get ready for our flybys. As usual, I hope everyone enjoyed the flybys. I think these DB4s sound glorious from the outside. For that matter, they sound glorious from the inside. Much else to say other than it does everything right for a DB4 It's an exceptional driving example. Special series engine, great gearbox. We're going to show you overdrive in a minute. It's got enough giddy up and go. We're going to make the radio work, or maybe change it to something else, like maybe a period correct one, or maybe even in a later style so I can listen to my iPhone and have a little Bluetooth capability. I'm sure people will frown upon that, but if it were mine, that is what I would do. So we're on the farm road, as you can see. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear. The overdrive for transcontinental touring will lower the RPMs. Let's raise the RPMs. So it's about 500 RPM that makes a difference in the cruising, but it makes it that much more enjoyable. So as you can see, it cruises with the best of them. You want to give it a little giddy up and go. Third gear, second gear. And no real need for overdrive unless, of course, you're going to cruise across Germany on the Autobahn. Peter Sellers owned one of these.
That's not surprising.
Rather nice. And you know, every now and then it was like, Keto, are you in there, Keto? My little friend. Stay there, Keto. Yeah, we use Peter Sellers. You know, we need a little rest from dun 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 dun. Good times. Heading back to the homestead now. We're gonna clean her up, put it back in the showroom, and what can I tell you? This was a very enjoyable ride today. Should have put a little sunscreen on. Look in the rearview mirror and all I see is, you know, Jason and his hair flopping away and checking out the nice foliage.